What's up you guys, it's Nasim here. Now after using the Pixel 6 for about 10 months now, the one thing that kept coming to my mind after using it on a day-to-day basis was this one simple statement that I think explains the Pixel 6 pretty perfectly. And that statement is, I think that the Pixel 6 is the best phone in this price range because of its ability to get better. And I say this because the Pixel 6 didn't start off as the best phone in its category. It had many bugs and flaws that many people weren't willing to deal with. But as of today, the Pixel 6 has completely turned itself around. It managed to not only fix the bugs that hurt its reputation, but it also gave us the Android 13 beta that took its software to the next level in terms of smoothness and customization. Even after 10 months of use, I'm really glad that I can say the Pixel 6 has aged gracefully and has improved the Pixel brand as a whole, which definitely makes it more valuable than a $600 price tag. But besides my reasonings for why I think that the Pixel 6 is a phone that will only get better and better with time, I wanted to give you guys an in-depth look at it to help you decide whether or not it's right for you. Now the first thing that I wanted to look at when it comes to the Pixel 6 is the display. Now the Pixel 6 has a 6.4 inch OLED display that I must say was one of the best displays that you can get for a phone when it comes to this price. I also love the fact that despite the lower price, Google still managed to put a 90Hz refresh rate, which I will say looked pretty amazing. Like right here, you can see me scrolling through the OS and it looks as smooth as ever. Doing simple things like going through the app manager and being on social media were much better than if it were 60Hz. And speaking of the display, right here, you can see that the colors were vibrant, the resolution was pretty amazing, it didn't look too saturated, and the whole experience was much better than I expected. And to show you guys what I mean, I will be playing games and watching movies on the display.
Barnes in the air, put it in, 3-point.
Now one problem that I had with the screen was that the brightness was severely lacking, especially when you compare it to Samsung where all of their screens managed to have the highest brightness. Whenever I was going to the gym, I will be outside on a sunny day and pull out my phone, and as soon as I turn the brightness all the way up, I still can't see as well, which was pretty underwhelming. The auto brightness was much better after the updates. It wasn't great, but it definitely improved since the first time I got it. And the last problem that I had with the screen was that the fingerprint sensor was definitely one of the worst things that I have dealt with on any smartphone. Like right here, you can see that I have to hold my finger on the display for a longer period of time. It got much better over time, but it still wasn't great. There were even instances where I would hold my finger on the sensor and it couldn't even sense my finger, which again was very underwhelming. And even though it got better with some updates, I still feel like it's extremely slow compared to other smartphones. Now the next thing that I wanted to look at after the display is the software. Now I really enjoyed the software on the Pixel 6, the apps, the customization, the overall smooth, clean aspect to it, and the fact that it had the best voice assistant in the market. It handled power heavy apps really well, surprisingly. I barely got any lags, and whenever I would play power heavy games like Sonic, it didn't hold up and left me pretty satisfied. The bugs that I faced before had stopped completely. When I first got it, I had many problems with app crashes, but as of today, there aren't nearly as many app crashes, and hopefully it keeps working great. And overall, I appreciate the smoothness of the display. This is the closest phone that competes with Apple in terms of premium software, and there were many times where I prefer using this over my iPhone. And I still really enjoyed the software on the Pixel 6. To me, it felt amazing because I was also using all of the Google apps, and since they're all connected, I got a really great ecosystem type feel from them. Now after software, I wanted to take a look at the battery life. Now I would usually get 6 to 7 hours of on-screen time, which was pretty hefty usage to put enough strain on the battery, and I was doing things like watching movies, playing games, and planning out videos, which was fairly heavy use. And even after putting all that strain on the battery, I would end up with about 15% battery left, which wasn't that great, but was still enough to get me through the night. I also take into consideration the fact that I had adaptive battery on, and it adapted to how I use my phone, so there were many times where my phone would drop in refresh rate just to preserve battery life. And something else that I loved about the battery was the fact that it had pretty fast charging speeds. Like there were times where I forgot to charge my phone, and I had to charge it while I was getting ready for work, and it would take me about an hour to get ready, and by the time I was done, my phone would be at 100%, which was just enough power to last me the whole day. And now the last thing that I wanted to look at when it comes to the Pixel 6 is the cameras. Now the camera on the Pixel 6 was easily my favorite thing that I loved about this phone. It had some of the best photos and surprised me with how great they were at such a cheap price. Like when we look at the daytime outside photos, we can see that they were vibrant, colorful, sharp, and were able to capture my face very beautifully thanks to Google making their cameras more compatible with people of color. And when we look at the daytime inside photos, we can see that the camera was still amazing, the colors were very accurate, my skin still looked really good, and it was able to brighten up the photo even though there was less lighting. And when we look at the nighttime outside photos, we can see that the skies still looked amazing, the colors of objects looked amazing, and my skin tone still looked really good. all while still bringing a great amount of light to help the photo. And now when we look at the nighttime inside photos, I would say that even though these weren't the best out of all the environments, it still looked really good given the environment. My skin still looked really good. The graininess was higher, but it wasn't too crazy. And when it comes to video quality, I would say that the Pixel 6 was amazing. The videos were vibrant, sharp, and let tons of light in. And to show you guys what I mean, here are some examples of different videos that I took. And there it is, my final review on the Pixel 6 after 10 months of use. Now let me know down in the comments, do you guys think that the Pixel 6 is the best phone in this price range? Let me know. And if you guys made it to the end of this video, I'd like to say thank you for sticking around. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe, it'll be very appreciated. And as far as social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.